I tried Torment, so you don't have to. First Shizuko to this spot. Then Hara on Nonomi right after that. Next Fuuka, then S.Nonomi. If you only see Hara moves, you have done it correctly. But if you play Shizuko cover slightly off, Hara may die. O.Chinatsu on Nonomi. Then Hara and Fuuka, when Nonomi reloads. When Nonomi is about to lower her gun, use her X skill. Then Shizuko X in the middle. Next Chinatsu Hara Fuuka on Nonomi. You want to play Shizuko cover close, so Cherino can walk there. And you need to force her there. By using Nonomi X, let Nonomi gets to Cherino. Then use her X. Next Chinatsu Hara Fuuka on Nonomi. And just use Nonomi X. When she lowers her gun, once Cherino moves to the cover, she won't get hit by the middle bomb. The closest target to Shiro will be marked with a yellow bomb, which is the cover right now. If it explodes there, Cherino doesn't take damage. It's fine if Cherino doesn't walk to the cover too. But mine died when the battle's about to end. So that's one way to keep Cherino alive. If you don't deal enough damage, the balls can wipe your team here. That's why I only use Shizuko X once, for Cherino to take cover. Since Shiro is moving to the right, I'll place Shizuko shot there to bait the mouse. Then just cycle back to Nonomi and use her EX when she lowers her gun. But don't forget Shizuko X, around 50 seconds left to block the balls. As you can see here, Shizuko can't bait the yellow bomb, since it's closest to the balls. Here if you don't have enough cost, Shizuko first, then Nonomi. So clean up team. If Shiro has more than 2.5 million HP left, use Azusa X first to finish faster. Here I use many heavy armor students, because I will retreat after phase 1 is done. But if you want to battle a bit longer, bring some red armor students. For Team 3 start with Yuka, the move to Hoshino feet. If you see Yuka push Hoshino to the left, you've moved to the correct feet. Next S Hoshino right at 5 course. If you do it too late, Hoshino will run to the right. Next if your Aru goes back, you will have a few extra seconds to use Oko and Himari on her before she activates her basic skill. Next Aru. If Aru doesn't move back, she use her basic skill a few frames earlier, and you'll need to sacrifice some damage later. At 10 course Hoshino, then Oko and Himari. Then Aru. Next move your team to this spot. If you miss it by a few pixels, your team will stand in some random places and die really fast. In my 3-hour mock practice, I was only able to do it once. So let's try a different approach. Oko and Himari on Aru at around 8 course. Then wait for the rides to hit Kuro first, then Aru. Note that if your Aru basic activates earlier, you will need to sacrifice Oko and Himari buff. Next move your team here. You don't need to be pixel perfect for this one. As long as your Yuka get hits after this, you're good. Hoshino at 9 course. Next Oko and Himari at 6 course. then Aru. If your Yuka has a feather above, she die here, but that's fine. The only problem is you need to get crits to clear phase 2 with this team, which is not what we're gonna do, because we still have team 4, where I'll show the full run. As for this team, just cycle back to Aru. Just don't use Mutsuki at the end like I did. You can check it with the timestamps. I did like 5 runs with this rotation. None of them can stun Kuro after this. So let's move on to team 4. Here just quit, because using Mutsuki will mess with the Groggy, which is what I did in this video. Doing so will stun Kuro here, and you miss 1 million ice cream damage. But if you have less than 7.5 million HP left, it won't matter since Serika is alive. And here's my score. First move Amy with Cherino. Just move her up. The position doesn't matter since she has lot of HP. Next Izuna. For her you need to be precise. If Izuna dies, this team deals around 10 million damage. Here you can move Cherino and Shiroko, with Cherino to their safe spots too. I'll leave a link to that run in the description. For this run I won't move anyone anymore, so use Cherino right on your student's position, so you don't move them. I re-on Kuro for 1 million damage instead of Amy. You can use Izuna too, but you'll need to be more precise when moving her with Cherino, so she doesn't get hit by the rides and dies. Here I am just showing a lazy clear. That's why I don't use Izuna skill, but use Amy instead. Here your Serika will die if you don't move her to the safe spots, but this only happens once in the entire run. So anyway, even with only 3 students left, this team can deal around 16 million damage, which is good enough if you retreat team 3 early like me. So good luck on your clear.